All right, I think we're live. All right, hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to a game that I love. Oh my god, this is a game that came out originally in 2013, I believe, and they just redid. Well, it was a indie game that was oh man, I think it was one developer, and then over the last few years they they added a whole bunch to it, and so that's what deluxe edition is. And so they it's now got so much more stuff and a new version. This version right here just came out on, I believe, the 27th of April, and I've just been dying to play it. I've been wanting to stream it. I've been wanting to hang out with everybody and play this game. But yeah, it's honestly, it seems to be amazing. Hey, Strange. Hey, Alea. Hey, Muskie. In the first five. All right. So yeah, let's pop into this. This game is absolutely hilarious and just mind-boggling and makes you think and all sorts of stuff. It's amazing. All right. So hey, how's it going, everybody? Hey, Shady. Hey, Aaron. Oh yeah, yeah. All right, so let's pop in. I honestly, I haven't. I've just been sitting on this screen for like the last 10 minutes, just waiting for stream to start. So yeah, let's do this. All right, confirm. Have you played Stanley Parable before? Yes. Okay. Enter the current time. Oh, let's see. We have to go all the way around. Yes. 2:01. Confirm. Okay, thank you. Okay, let's check out settings here really quick because we've got to turn off a few things. Music. Sorry. I'm sorry, music. You got to go way down low. I'm sorry. All right, video. Let's go with controls, key binding. By the way, these are my standard key bindings for just about every game I play. All right, video. Yep, we're playing in 1440. All right, general. All right, let's do this. All right, you guys ready? This game is so good. All right. The begin game.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
And now we begin. All right, so everybody follow that? All right, so Alright, so we're supposed to get up and go out of our office. Close the door. Thank you. Can you open it? Wait. We may have locked ourselves out of the office. Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Meeting room. Oh, whatever happened here, there was... Oh, at least they're not butt prints in the copier machine, right? Let's see. The... 424, 422... Is this the meeting? No. An office. Alright. So can we... Oh, hey! Door 420. Can we open? No. Oh, bad things happened in room 420. Alright, let's see. No, nothing over there. Oh, dude, you dropped the coffee, man! Oh, I hate Mondays. I like that. Alright. See.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
But the door just... Alright, now here's the key thing. There's 2 doors. Do we want to go through the door on the left or the door on the right? Well, let's go through the door on the left, because I have a feeling we're going to be coming back. And that just happened. Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh, I wanted to read the tips for not getting fired. How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive-aggressively. Oh, hey, I was reading that. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic on the header and throws... Dude, everyone is unique. You most of all. Really? Okay. All right, next. Number of slides on this slide. Charts and slides and slides. Okay. All right, what is all this? All right, what do people want? Things, money, more money, things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs about things and money. The stock market is so... Wait, what you broke it, dude. I saw that. Things to love about your... Solving interpersonal conflict. If you ever find yourself in a conflict with an intelligent play like yourself. Ow. What are your dreams? Okay, all right. So what is this? 31 quarterly post review. We need less reviews. 402 plus 405. Want to get rid of the death sport portion of the primary review schedule. But I think that's a stupid idea. More water cooler heaters. Charts need to be more hip to appeal to teenage demographic. Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic. So you don't have teenagers? What do? You find more teenagers and you put them in there. Okay. To do, synergize core value expenditures. Shift global market paradigm. Monetize free to play. Okay. All right. So are we supposed to go through this door? Yeah? Oh, dude. Keep closing the door behind me. Oh, hey, broom closet. Hey, we can go through the broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here.
How did you
so he
know?
turned around and got back on track.
But I like it in here. There's duct tape. Everyone loves duct tape. All right, let's see. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, upstairs. Hello. I want an office like this. Executive bath. Oh, this is the bathroom. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Okay. And the mirror's not working.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him, and so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct
Doing
code.
randomly.
By sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Where? Oh, hey! By randomly putting in keys on the keypad. It wasn't random at all. Thanks, narrator. Alright, let's see. Scary. Okay. Do we go up or down? I pressed up, but apparently it's going down. Okay. Alright, alright.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay. Or do we want to escape? I mean, if that's the mind control facility, do we want to go into there or do we want to escape? Alright, let's play it the way the narrator's telling us to this time. Door.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
We're number 427, is that us? Oh, that is us. Oh, dang. Alright, what do we got here? A lot of I Hate Mondays cups. Apparently everybody in this office hates Mondays. But, no? Okay. Button.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
We're sitting in an office putting in buttons, of course. Wait, what? Nothing good happens from a red light. Alright, fine.
No, he refused
Take us
to
to your
believe
Sith
it.
overlords.
He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Maybe.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
That's what you say, Mr. Narrator. I'm not sure. Lots of red lights. Nothing good happens in a room with red lights like that. Sight. What's this? Oh, hey, a button! You do. The button too. Mind controls, idle, awaiting input. Roll. What does that say? Okay.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Thanks, Evernight. Welcome to the Foo Fighters. Appreciate it. All right, so here's the question: do we want to turn off the system, or do we want to take control of the mind control for ourselves? That's the question of the day. Right, red lights equals red text. Yes, exactly. Let's see. Let's be the good guy first. Let's turn it off. What happened?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes!
You guys are evil.
He had won! He had
Yay, we
defeated
won!
the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Yes.
Where had his co-workers gone?
Right.
How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
Right.
Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
This is just another form of mind control. Mr. Narrator. That's what your name really is.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Okay. So, we got an achievement. We beat the game already in the first 18 minutes. And then we're back. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Feeling a little bit of deja vu. Go back in. Can you open up any of these doors? No? Right, what about over here?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Hey, I'm still gonna look, man.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office.
Damn
But
straight.
it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
But dude, I can now see this who farted cup, and who wants to miss on that, Mr. Narrator? Oh, hey, someone left their computer on. Oh. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. To room 420 we go. Thanks, EGP. All right, fine. I see how it is, Mr. Narrator. All right. Open that one? No. Oh, hey. Somebody keeps breaking your computers. It's not me. 420. All right, 420. Can't go in at EGP. No. Oh, hey. Input received. Wait, what? What? Okay.
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office.
That's right.
Because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
Hey! Me and this... I swear, it's not me the one that's breaking the computers. It's not. I swear. The doors aren't closing this time. Can I actually go all the way back to the beginning? I can't. Okay. See, when I went through the first time, all the doors closed behind me. Oh, and that poor coffee cup. Every time I gotta see that, it's just torture. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Screw you, narrator. We're going right.
This was not the correct way to
That's
the meeting
right.
room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, exactly. Don't close that door. Oh, gee.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Don't mind if I do, narrator. Thank you. Let's see. Right, the narrator is getting mad at me.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Yeah, totally. It really is. It's stuck down.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
Really?
It's possible that this is why everyone left.
I see what you're doing there, Mr. Narrator. Okay, fine.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
First open door on the left, you say? Mean that door? Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay, so... Oh, shoot! What the... What about this one? Go through this one? No, it has a key card. Cup of coffee, though. Jumping off the cargo lift. Oh, that gives me ideas. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Okay.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. please,
Who?
stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who's her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
Who is this
She's
her?
been waiting.
I'm afraid to go through this door. Can I go through this one? Hello? Ouch. Okay. Oh. What is? Only one way to find out, right?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone. As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope.
But I
hope
unplugged
for a
it.
life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Yes, I did, thank
no,
you.
that wasn't supposed to be a choice.
Suck
How did
it,
you
narrator.
do that? You actually chose incorrectly.
Wait, what?
I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible?
It feels correct.
None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
How
I
did
can't
you know?
believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
No,
Please
no.
observe this helpful instructional video.
No. Bring it back.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack." Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ray?
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Can I plug the phone back in? Wait. Danger. Danger everywhere. Been smoking in here. Wait. Back where we came from.
Now that we know your choices,
they put a
are meaningful,
protective
we
fence
can't
around
have
it
you
so we
jumping
can't
off the
jump.
platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That
Okay,
story
now
would
we have
make
to
no
jump
sense
just to
at
see
all.
what happens.
We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Can I go back over here? No? Alright. Mm-hmm. That was the door that was open earlier. Oh, hey, my break room! I love the break room. I get to drink coffee.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left,
One sec,
back
narrator.
to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free
Wait,
in the real world.
you're making me go back and do it the... I didn't want to do it the proper way. Pick up a coffee cup and take it with me at least. No?
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure
Sure.
you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Okay.
All right.
Let's do this.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Sure, let's do this. Door on the left.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
No! Oh, wait. Whoa, everything's broken. Aaron did it. Oh, why is it... Alright, fine. No. 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 Oh, whoa.
It's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we've talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what?
It was fun.
What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now.
I think
and
we
what am I
broke the
supposed to
narrator.
do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work?
No, let me keep going.
No. What's the answer? What do I do?
Can't
What
believe
do
I'm
I
asking
do?
the game to let me keep going.
No, I have to. I have to shut the game
No,
down.
no,
I
no,
have
no,
to.
no, 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 no.
I have to.
Really? Come on, that's no fair. Oh, what? Whoa!
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground.
Sorry.
What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see?
Yeah.
Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
Okay, fine. Bring it back and we'll play ball.
Hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh,
Thanks, narrator.
my story.
Oh, it's okay. We can put it back
If you'd
together.
just gone
We
through the
found
door on
duct
the
tape
left,
in the
you would
broom
have seen it.
closet.
There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious.
Oh.
It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make... behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, chat, do we want to help the narrator by going left, or do we want to just break it as far as we can by going right? That's the golden question right now. Do we want to continue to break it, or just let it... let's see. What does chat have to say? I agree, Elisa. Props to the devs. They did a great job on this. Break him? Just keep breaking him? Alright. Alright, everybody. Let's break it. Let's do it. We're going to the right. Coffee time.
No!
Wait,
Why did
what?
you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite
putting
sure
us in
you'll
a
be up to
time
the
loop.
task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
Then root
When
it all.
Stanley
Okay, I
came
like
to
that
a
idea.
set of
Thunder
2
Jack,
open
too.
doors, he entered the door
Sweep
on
the
his
left.
left.
I know, right, Ray? All right, it's back to the right.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
It's got us in a
Behave
loop.
exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
Let's see just how
When
far can we
Stanley
push
came
this.
to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, let's go through the right again.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
I wonder if
Behave
it's
exactly as Stanley
if it's
would.
got a certain amount
That
of
means
times that you
choosing
go through that right
responsibly
door
and
before it's just
always
like,
putting
no,
the story
it
first.
smacks us.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Go through backwards.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Okay, I guess
Behave
we're gonna
exactly
have
as
to play
Stanley
ball
would.
at least a little
that
bit.
means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be
Don't
fine.
follow orders
All right.
here. That's right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I believe a bit of both, Richard. All right, so do we want to go through the left? Yeah? I'm thinking we might need to. All right. Oh, he just wasn't waiting around that time.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Oh my gosh. All right. Nice to assure employees that everything is okay. Okay, all right, all right. Oh, brew closet. Oh, they locked the broom closet this time. Dude. I had duct tape. I was going to use that to rebuild your story.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley
They
walked
blocked off the
upstairs to his
downward
boss's
area.
office.
Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, this narrator's not messing around this time. Oh, you can't go to the bathroom either. Oh, whoa. Different.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
No.
Stanley spoke the code. Nightshark 115.
No.
He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
No. No, I'm not gonna do it.
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
Yes.
You didn't mishear me, did you?
Oh, I totally did.
Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Yeah, Moon Cheese Dolphin 847. Gotcha.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it.
No.
But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right.
I did!
You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there.
I
Why
ju-
did you
I
come
was
this
trying.
way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... When Stanley came to
Oh,
a
whoa.
set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, what?
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door.
What?
Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
I know, he sounds so sad. I'm sorry, Mr. Narrator. I didn't mean... Oh, we're back. All right. Okay. We can play ball, Mr. Narrator. Thank you.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. We'll go to the meeting room. Doors closing? No, they're staying open this time. Oh, hey. Oh, sorry. I didn't do it. All right. It was you. New content?
Oh. New content? What does that mean? New content?
I don't know, but I want to be in here. Close this door. Oh, no, 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 no. Dude. Can I want to go past the door. Dude, there's an open room right there. Just let me pass the door. Come on, come on, come on. Let me pass. Yeah. Hi. Oh, hey. Uh-oh. Hello?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
You're welcome.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Yay. This is
Please
creepy.
step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Okay.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful.
Yeah, let's
I'm
do
very
it.
excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Can we go that way? Mr. Narrator, can we go left? Okay, fine. Oh, that's just a brick wall. Oh, you're locking me. Or is that an elevator?
Okay, so far...
Oh, it
it's
is an elevator.
Nothing
All right,
special
elevator.
yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Okay.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go.
There we go.
All right, finally,
Nailed it.
At long last, it's on to the new content.
Yeah, I did
I've
that. I
never
don't know how I
been
did it, but
more
I did it.
ready. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Come on. This is nice
I
content.
have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if, Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Yes. Oh. Not gonna close. Hello? The jump circle. Wait. What?
All right. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Jumps remaining 30. Wait, what? Can I unplug this?
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Right? Where's it plugged into? It's plugged into itself. It goes right through here, and then where's the other... That work. Well, it's telling me there's a jump circle, and that's kind of a circle, but... Okay. I take it we have to jump 30 times. 36 times. Probably. I'm gonna get eaten. Feels silly doing this. Okay, what's gonna happen when we hit 0? Just leave it at 1 now. What? Why'd you go red? I did it right. The punch button. Under here. Nothing? Alright, fine. Be that way, Mr. Jump Circle. Dude, I jumped. I was in the circle. another elevator.
Goodness, another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
No.
It's just elevators and jumping.
Right.
Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait. There's more.
Oh, there's more?
Very good. Yeah. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Is it just me, or is it seemed like going through these doors an increasingly bad idea? That's not the time I put in the early parts of the game. Thank you for
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks.
What?
Just you and me having a great time together like always.
Okay.
What do you say, friend?
Yeah, let's do this. All right. Oh, wait. What? I'm eagerly anticipating the moment when that computer actually allows me to. Hello? Hello?
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
Ooh, I've seen that movie before. Hey, I found the proper way. Oh, fuck. Coffee now. Someone's been living here. Oh. Okay.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
Okay.
Just our little secret.
Yes.
Take a look.
We're together on this. It's just white. Oh, through here? Oh, A4D? Oh, yeah. Dude, I love Douglas Adams' works. The dude was hilarious. Oh, whoa. Are we in Skyrim? Hello?
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Wait, are you advertising for the game inside of the game? I've already got the game. Memory Zone.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Oh, okay, all right. Good times. Oh, whoa. Loving memory, Little Stanley. You hear that?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling
I
writes,
don't
and
want to read
I quote,
reviews. I want to play a
"Where
game.
so many games that aspire to
God.
be more than games end up less than any
Out of
form
here,
of
please.
art.
Please,
Stanley
please,
Parable
let me out of
strives
here.
and then
This is
succeeds
great new
to
content,
be every
but
game
come on.
ever created.
Oh, this is
Did you hear that,
torturous.
Stanley?
No.
Every game ever
Oh.
created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now.
Well, let me at
A
least play the
lifeless
husk.
with an hour of new elevator content.
What? The original remake down here. Memory zone maintenance. Okay. Person of the year. And of course the door closes.
Here's another moving passage,
Dude, I don't
this
wanna
time
read
from
it.
GameSpot.com.
No, go away!
The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding
it's
choices
funny.
I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10.
Oh,
Don't you
my
get it,
God,
Stanley? The
dude.
game was perfect.
Cool.
It didn't need anything else.
Can
It
we go
didn't
back
need
to the
new
original?
content.
Dude, shut up.
It just needed to be left alone.
Okay.
To spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Oh my gosh, this developer so knows how to just mess with. Oh, no. Open that door.
These were simpler times, Stanley.
Oh, hey, we can go down here.
But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
Oh,
What's
hey,
this?
we're
What's
in a
down
zombie
here?
game.
Oh, no.
I played this
God,
game.
No. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's being collected
Got an
down
achievement,
here.
you can't jump.
Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh, no.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game
And
to
this
full
is their
completion.
version of a
The
horror
narrator is
game, making us
obnoxious
read
and
bad
unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining.
Oh my gosh, that is horrible.
Funny? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Oh, he's got even 3 Connexes stacked on top of each other full of Steam reviews. Oh, man. Can we please stop playing the horror Oh.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can.
At this point, yes, you
It's
are.
actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear.
This is the
What an
ultimate
awful
horror
memory
game.
to have to
A
hold
game that
on
makes
to.
you go through and
These
read
black
bad
marks
reviews.
are my otherwise unimpeachable track record.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like a failure.
This developer
Like I let
knows
these people
really
down.
well how
Perhaps
to
the
mess
Stanley
with
parable
the
isn't
game
quite as
player's
sterling
psyche.
as I always
Oh
remembered.
my gosh.
What's this one got to say?
Yeah, it's drowning.
You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto.
Can we just stop with the
anything for
reviews?
customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Can I go this way? No. Oh. I'm so done with these reviews. Behind this. Clock ticking down. There.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what
Sure.
the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered.
As long as
No
it
more
gets us
listening
some-
to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say... The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say... The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no,
Is it just
until
repeating itself now?
245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years,
It is.
until
It's just
just
repeating
yesterday,
itself.
here and there, forward and back,
All right,
and
fine.
never a moment before.
You earned it.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your Greek gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite? You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once, that you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time by virtue of the fact that you both are and are not making them. Okay, at first I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label on this one. I think it has much more of a treatise vibe to it. But wouldn't you say that manifesto just has a much grander sort of tone? It has a mouthfeel that is rich with ambition and history. Ambitious history, if you will. See, now you've gotten me going back to manifesto. Heavens, at this rate, we're going to be here all day. Okay, look, I have a method for exactly this sort of situation, and I do find myself in this situation frequently.
Go on.
I'm going to say each word back and forth in repeated succession until I become sick of one or the other, in which case the word I am not sick of shall be the victor. It is an unimpeachable strategy, Stanley. It's rescued me from disaster in countless situations. All right, here we go. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto.
I know, right,
Treatise,
Aaron? And thank you.
Manifesto. Treatise, manifesto.
All right, Skip. All right.
Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you?
You think?
But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again.
No, I'm pressing it.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week.
What did you do?
Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only...
I heard something open. stuck in this room. Now I missed the narrator already. Okay, now that's annoying. Wait for something to appear back here. Embrace us, listen to the narrator. Thanks, Ray. Appreciate it.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be
Can we go
funny.
back
It was
to
meant
the,
to have a
beep?
point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us.
God.
It wasn't enough.
Oh.
They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs down review and make all of their...
Hello? Nothing? Wait. I heard dripping water. Oh, there is. There's water dripping down.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
We broke the narrator.
Is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
Oh, now the leaks are getting worse. Oh, wow. Oh. Jay did it. I didn't do it. I didn't touch it. Hello? It's pretty. Dinosaurs up there. Just keeps filling. Stop. Oh, the button's knocked over too. Oh, whoa. Hi. Yeah, Jay broke it. I didn't do this. This wasn't me, I swear. How far can we go? Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
A new painting. Still can't go through 420. Oh, and the coffee cup is still... Now it's got a big light. Okay. Do we want to go through the new content, or do we want to... Oh, hey, that door in there's open, though. I want to go this way.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
All right, I think we're going to try to unbreak the narrator. Oh, I should have unplugged. Oh, yeah. Next time. We'll unplug it next time. That'd be amazing.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office,
Don't get fired.
hoping he
Tips
might
for
find
not
an
getting
answer
fired.
there.
Don't get fired. Good tips. Broom closet.
Oh, no. Oh, no,
Yeah.
not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please
you.
take your time.
Don't worry. I'll just be reading chat. It's okay. It's okay. Go ahead. Do your thing, narrator. I like the broom closet. There's duct tape. And coffee. All right, now it's boring in here. Okay, fine. Fine. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Hey, narrator, I found something. Dude, it's down here. It's like amazing. It's a red light and everything. There's no Sith anywhere.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
How
whoa,
was
whoa.
he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Good question.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin,
This is the first time I've ever seen
the
that.
press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
But it's all black. Dark.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go
there
back
you go,
to my
Spooky.
job.
All right, hey.
Let me
Thanks for being a
continue
member
pushing
for
the
12 months,
buttons.
man. That's awesome.
Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
I know, right, Thunderjack?
Stanley began screaming.
Why?
Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
Oh, my God.
She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was
Stanley didn't.
comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Okay, so we killed Stanley. We killed the narrator once. What else can we do? See.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Gotta click the 420 door. I'm sorry, on our way through. Nope, still can't open it. Hey, new... Oh, yeah, that's right. We gotta unplug it. Oh, it's not letting me unplug it, guys.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign.
Yeah,
Yes,
uh-huh.
I have
like
something
to do
very exciting
kind of.
to show
Except
you.
for the skip button. I didn't like the skip. Right. Oh, not back through the come on. Oh. Wait, no, I want... No. Wait, what?
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable.
No more
and about
reviews.
how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
Down.
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh, please. Wait, what? The end is never the end again. All right, 427. All right.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few
Investor
minor additions?
showcase.
Think of all the new territory we'll
Can I go this
cover
way?
with a fully fledged sequel.
Holy job.
An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what
And that's a
fans
new
have
mug.
truly been asking for.
Pick up the phone for the wife part. Can we get water? Come on, cook things. Oh. Oh, they even have a new computer. A red phone and a black. Oh, hey, what's that? Testing 2 printers at the same time.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Long-term franchising potential. Oh, thank you. Open the doors for me. They're back. 2 door. Oh, hey. And now they're closed. A lot of new mugs. Don't talk to me before I've had my sequel. Oh my gosh. 2 new mugs. Oh my. All right, all right. Thank. There's 2 Stanleys?
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be.
I've
But
noticed.
let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils, 2 legs. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Who took the red marker? Me, written in red. Okay, that's good. I like that. Okay. Sequels are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arkham Asylum 2, Divinity Original Sin 2. They got a point on that one. Doom 2, in that one. Aladdin 2. Oh, no. Dark Souls 2. Okay. All right. 2-2-I-I. Crab, the ultimate sequel. Okay, I'm kind of digging this. Bro. Way to the show floor. New features! Yay! Hey! Get a screenshot of that just because. Oh, really? Is this necessary? Okay.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Oh, okay. I want to see how it interprets me.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want?
I feel like I was tricked.
The first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Mm-hmm.
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is.
Thanks.
Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to
Okay,
really
I will be
simulate the
Jim.
full experience of this feature. Just play along. I
Right,
promise
everybody-
you'll love it. Okay,
I'm
here we
Jim.
go. Let's
Let
take
me
a
get into
deep
the role
breath,
here.
clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim.
Okay, yeah, I'm trying to get
Sleeping
into
and
my
waking
inner
as
Jim here, all right?
Falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim. Seizing
You're not
all
making
the
it
world's
easy.
possibilities as Jim.
Jim.
Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory. If
Really?
you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody
I
else's
was
name.
in the moment of Jim, and then
Okay,
you
we're
distracted
doing
me,
it
so I had to
again,
get
and
into
this
the
time
gym,
let
so
me
I had to press the
finish
gym to
first.
reset the gym.
Now, allow yourself to become Jim.
Okay.
Imagine yourself driving to work as Jim, playing frisbee on the weekends as Jim, staying up all night for a popcorn and horror movie sleepover as Jim, developing a crippling substance addiction as Jim,
Really?
rediscovering yourself through fringe religious groups as Jim, and finally dying a slow death at an old age, surrounded by members of your cult as Jim. Do you feel it in your soul? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
No! Okay. Wait, is there any other way to go? Imagine yourself as a crippling substance.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a
Yeah,
rush!
that's
That
good,
was you!
right, yeah.
The button described
That's
you.
good, narrator.
Do it
Yeah,
again.
that works. Says Jim. Okay.
Jim.
It hits even harder the second
It
time.
really
if
does.
this were the
Good
only
job,
new
dude.
feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation. Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much.
You can never
Jim.
have enough Jim.
I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose
Wait,
all
what? No,
sense
no,
of
no,
who
no.
you actually
Jim.
are.
Jim.
No! Ah, Jim. Bring Jim back.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable
You
2.
think?
That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Right. What's back here?
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Collectibles. Free, new, and easy. Wait! I want the easy achievement. Hold on. Go this way. No, I did not like the jump circle. Collect them. You are here. Oh, thank you. I was hoping you'd have one of these maps. Free achievement in all caps, and oh, they have 3 exclamation points, so that makes it really good. 5, this map. Okay. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Merch. Settings. World Champion. The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. Office decorations. Epilogue. Collectibles. Infinite hole. Where's the infinite hole? K. Where's K? Oh, K. Okay, so we're here. And infinite hole! The infinite hole is through the thing that actually says the infinite hole. It won't end. But here, I want to swing by and get the free achievement here. Gonna lure me down in. Yes. Get yours now. Pull the lever. Receive your new achievement. No more steps. It just works. Get yours right now. Yay! Free achievement.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
I'm not buying it.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley.
Really?
But I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
You lured me in here. How do I unplug this thing? Fine.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Go in the infinite hole. Screen. Oh, please, no screenshots.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the
Screenshots
office
of
could
all
use
this.
a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Stephanie's. There you go.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Oh, I don't want merch.
Or actually,
Maybe
I should have gone with... No,
I
I've
would
made
totally
my
wear a
decision.
shirt.
We're moving on.
Wait. I don't want the reassurance bucket. I don't want. I want the infinite hole. Where is the infinite hole? Where is it? Excuse me. Don't mind me coming through. Thank you. Distant space time. Time like infinity. Hole like infinity. Distant future. Space like infinity. Distant space time. Falling. Distant past. Time deeper. Okay. Opening. Rim. Grounding area. Depth. Infinite. Okay. Let me guess. It's technology that will exist.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's
Well, to be
right.
fair, in Portal you can
Infinite
do that.
Falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Oh. Maybe this
You
was
see,
a bad idea.
isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then,
At least it
since
works.
you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
But it's still going. I mean, it's still going.
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the
I
hole.
knew
Is
it.
it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite?
It's a deep hole.
That sort of
You got a
depends
nice
on your
deep hole.
definition of infinity.
Oh.
From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley.
I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely?
Me.
I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
No.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all
I
this
just said I like
behind us
infinite
and
holes.
agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
Well, we'll just call
If
it
that
deep
works
hole.
for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on.
No.
I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Someone's been down here. What does it say down here? Meeting at 2 p.m. Oh, wait. And then they were... Oh, wow. They spent a while down here. A mug. Every pause button is a Roman numeral 2. That's true. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I. Right? See? That works. The narrator is a little erratic. All right, fine.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Let me go back down the hall. Go back down the hall.
Oh, for heaven...
What?
You see?
Dude,
I was right.
it was the
The
hole.
problem is you.
Right?
The
You can't just
problem
put
is
a hole
that you
here and
like
expect people
holes
not to
too
go in the
much.
hole.
Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes
Yes.
on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of...
Dude.
Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you
It
this
really
time?
did.
I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you
Dude,
did
I
before.
think
I
something
mean,
might be wrong with your hole.
admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
Okay.
Had enough? I'm
Yeah.
positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about.
Okay.
And I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime.
Oh, have you? Okay, yeah, I think I've had enough of the hole. Let's do this.
Gosh, how could I have guessed?
It's
Go
a
back in the
hole!
hole.
You can't expect
If
me
this
not to
starts
go in the
become a thing
hole.
where- Wow.
Hey, that's a really short hole.
Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less
Yeah, it
infinite.
seems like you have like
I
some
suspect
sort of
that I'm starting to hit
wibbly
the point
wobbly,
where it's
timey
no
wimey,
longer
holy
feasible to
thingy.
call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and
Yeah,
marketing.
that's
What's
the
going
problem.
on here?
Yeah.
Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length.
Okay.
Here, let's try something.
Okay.
Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Sure, we're testing now.
Well, there it is.
Oh.
The shame of my lie has come to haunt me.
How is this still appealing to you?
Because the
I know
hole.
you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch.
It's
Oh,
really, it's
Who
just...
am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move
Okay.
on.
Do this. It's not
Is
working.
the teleport
no,
button
your
not
teleport's
working?
broken.
You sure?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again.
Okay. Nope, broken.
Still nothing?
No, no.
Well, I suppose...
All gone. Yeah, it's bad.
I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this.
Okay.
I'm out. Goodbye,
wait,
Stanley.
what?
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for.
Thanks.
It's a win for everyone.
It really
you
is.
get to
Thank
be
you.
with the hole. I get to do literally
I get to
anything
hang out in the
else.
hole for a while.
Take care, Stanley.
Take it
I
easy,
hope
dude.
you and the hole
Right, yep.
have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
So, how's everybody doing? Yeah. All right. Yep. Yep. Love this game so much. Oh. He fixed the hole. This game is great. Yeah, this game is... Wait, what? Hello? Whoa. Hold on, let's see, can we do this? Yeah! Oh, we're getting good at this. Oh. Oh, there was puppies! Okay. Whoa! Puppies! Oh, let's just watch the puppies for a minute. I like puppies. Puppies are good. Oh, error! Hey, we made an error. All right, hold on. All right, you guys ready?
Stanley!
What? Dude, we were on a
You're
roll.
awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole.
Yes.
And I'm looking forward to all of them.
Okay,
Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back.
gotcha.
Toodle-pip. Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Took my hole. What's this?
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was
I need to be
confusing and
reassured in the
paradoxical,
Reassurance Bucket
that it
because you
engendered
took
a
my
chaotic
hole.
sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game.
There's no bucket here.
It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket.
Oh, there it is.
You see,
Thank
Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind.
Almost
and
2
your
hours.
heart. It's true.
Parker.
As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a
That's
try.
a dumb bucket. I don't want to touch your bucket. Give me back my hole. It's the bucket.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing
feel it.
despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
you.
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Oh, yeah. I feel it.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they?
Yeah.
All this and more
It is a
await
good
you
bucket.
in the Stanley Parable 2.
Can I put down this dumb bucket now? It's not a hole. Fine. My bucket with it. Fine. We'll take your dumb bucket. Okay, I
Does
do
anyone
got-
give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game?
Yeah. I
That
do
really
feel
should
slightly
be an
more attractive
award
with
if
the
it
bucket.
isn't
Thank you.
already.
It is very reassuring. What's over here? Oh no. Up here. What is
Collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the
I
Stanley
found another
Parable
hole.
2,
Thank
you'll
you.
run
Come
around
on.
gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable
Oh, that's
life.
amazing. Thank you. What? 5 more? Oh, man.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Yes, but in this one you get a bucket. I'm going this way. This is the... Oh, okay. The exit. Yeah, let's go see what's up here. Taking our bucket back into the...
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted
Yes,
to?
we got our
Ready to
bucket.
move
We
on
played in
now?
our hole. Please, no screenshots. Okay.
So, Stanley, what do you think?
It's better
do
be
you
a big
like
hole.
all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's
that
do an
cryptic.
experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Wait, what?
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of...
I need to collect
Okay,
that. You
never
told me
mind.
that earlier.
Hold on. Let me do a different
No,
arrangement.
but there's my hole.
Okay, yes. Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Okay, the hole's back. I like the hole. All right. No.
Who am I kidding, Stanley?
Oh, hey, there's my... Dude,
This
how's
isn't
my
a
bucket...
coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own.
Okay,
They
you
would
got a
need the
good point
structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait,
Okay.
maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well,
Put a hole in it.
insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully,
Yeah, a
of
big
course,
hole right there.
With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work?
Yes.
I suppose it could. but it would need a really, really tremendous title screen.
And a big
title
bucket.
screen that says
And a
with
hole.
bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up.
Okay. Make sure it has a
All right,
hole
perfect.
and maybe a bucket.
Go ahead. Take a look.
Let's do it.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Very good point. Isn't our name supposed to be Jim?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Balloons here. Have to click the door 420.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
But dude,
Stanley felt the bucket calling to him, begging him
My
to pick it
bucket!
up. Why was he not doing it?
where's my bucket? My bucket!
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Got the bucket. I feel so much more attractive with this.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
We want to go right, don't we?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him,
Oh, yeah, the bucket.
telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Right?
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
Yes.
Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
This is a good bucket. Our bucket's thirsty. Give me a cold drink.
Truly, being here with the bucket was a grand adventure.
It really is.
Stanley reflected on all they'd been through together. First,
remember
walking
that
through the
time that
door
we were
on
in
the
the
right,
break room
then
bucket?
walking to the lounge, then arriving at the lounge. What a thrilling journey the bucket
Yeah?
had inspired.
Okay. And we looked at
Perhaps this was where the bucket felt most truly at home. Here in the employee lounge. Perhaps it's the only place a bucket can even feel at home.
Good point. Go look at the painting with the bucket.
Stanley decided to just give the bucket absolutely as much time as it needed to be in the lounge.
All right, I think the
Clearly,
bucket
the
may have to
bucket
go
and
use
the
the restroom.
employee lounge
See.
shared a special connection.
Starting to squirm in my hands. Down there. No. I am hanging out with my bucket. Right, fine.
But finally, the bucket was done being in the lounge.
Right.
And they took the first open door on their left to get back to business.
Thank you.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift. Good,
Said the bucket.
now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Okay.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to
We're
him.
together on this
It
bucket.
should have
Oh,
alarmed
yeah.
him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Right? Bucket is amazing. He's my friend.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
What dark room?
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
There's no dark room. That's a light room. What about this room? I can't go in that room. Fine. Oh, that's a dark room. Hey, Bucket! Yeah, nailed it.
Now pick up the phone.
No.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone and it will take us back home where we can go about life together.
No. I know how.
Oh,
Suck it,
hold on.
Bucket.
Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was
Bucket had its way
joking.
for far too long.
Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke.
No.
Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket.
Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously.
Yes.
Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult.
It really is.
I wish I were better at it. But
But
there
isn't our
isn't
name Jim?
exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is.
Oh, no.
It's sitting
No!
right here. Let's take a look.
No!
What is comedic timing? What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good
Yeah, if
comedic
you guys are having
timing.
fun, make
To
sure you hit
begin the
that
joke,
like button.
start
This
by
is
stating and
cracking me
spelling
up.
your name. Next,
really helps me
provide
out.
a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
No. No!
Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys.
No!
Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all,
with each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence, and to very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
What the hell was that?
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well,
You
no matter.
think?
I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So, with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the 2 doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try
Do I get
telling
to
my
keep the
story
bucket?
with more appropriate comedic delivery.
Okay.
Come along, let's head back.
Thanks. Okay. Going back? Bye, phone. We're going back. We're taking the bucket. Is there a hole? And... they put the gate on it again.
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The
It's a bad bucket voice. Dude, you
Oh,
need
I'll
to
figure it
practice
out
your
on the
bucket
fly.
voice.
No need to overthink things.
Gotta practice the bucket voice.
Here we go. You ready?
Okay.
When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
The left. Gotcha. Do this.
What? We're back at the phone already?
Yeah.
No. What's going on?
I
There were
brought us here
supposed to be
because I liked
several
it.
rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point, a dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit, which culminates in this
Hey,
scene
you
with the
missed
phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the 2 doors room. What an egregious mistake.
Yeah.
I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing.
Oh.
I'm not even the lowliest
Don't
joke
be that
telling
way.
well. I think I
No,
need to
no,
go
no,
back
no,
and
no, no,
rewatch
no,
that
no, no,
instructional
no,
video
no,
again.
no, not.
Yes, surely that will help me improve my.
Oh.
Here we go.
Thank
ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Okay, we'll go the left this time. I don't want to watch that.
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone.
No, but
Did you
you
not
said-
even look at the instructional video?
But you
I
said
think this
left.
is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley.
Jim.
I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers.
Yes.
I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings
bad,
from now
not
on.
mine.
All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
Yeah. Wait. Bring it back. Oh.
Stanley,
No.
you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Well, let me try that again, Stanley.
That was a bad joke.
I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No? Still not? Is it the delivery?
Oh, man.
Pale with shame. Pale with shame? Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal, I think I saw it playing guitar. No. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos. Let's see.
And it brings us back here. All right. But hey, I think that's where I'm going to end it. 2 hours of this. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I had so much fun with this game. This game is hilarious. I love this game. So yeah. Alright, but yeah, I hope you guys have a good afternoon. If you haven't already clicked that like button, please do so. It helps me out. It's amazing. Yeah, if you're new around here, subscribe. And until next time, this is Phlinger Phoo, and take it easy, everybody. Have a good day. Alright, let's see. How do I get out of here? Alright, take it easy, everyone.